What up, what up? We're back. And today, we're going to be talking about the classic physique division. Bum, bum, bum! Alright, so classic this year is actually stacked. It's going to be interesting. As we can see, and as I pointed out if you follow me on Instagram, I was 100% right. Classic is not the 70s look that everyone thought it was going to be. It is 90s bodybuilding. You can see that from all the guys winning shows this year. I'm not bashing the way that these guys look. All I'm saying is that everyone thought it was going to be like the Frank Zane, Arnold, Serge Nubret look. And what we're getting is the old school Flex Wheeler, late age Lee Haney look.
Dorian Yates.
Nah, fuck that.
DUI,
but it's like you look at the guys and what everybody thought is this was gonna be a chance for some of the taller bodybuilders to come in, show some beautiful lines and aesthetics on a taller, broader build. But what you're getting is still the same shorter, squattier guys, which is more of a 90s era physique. Now, once again, I'm not bashing it. I just think now they need to make a new division again, and they should call it like, I don't know, golden era physique or something like that. Make it, because I've seen so many guys at like NPC shows and shit that there's this one kid at the City Limits Championship this past year that he was 17 years old. Straight up looked like a very young, smaller Frank Zane from the way he stood to how his rib cage was set, everything. And all I could think of was he is in a fucking incredible physique and he could be a champ, but not in the classic division, because it's not technically classic. They should call it 90s bodybuilding. I'm gonna make a whole video on that, so I'm not gonna go any further into that. Let's talk about the actual athletes that are in this division today. Holy fucking hell.
Chris Bumstead.
This is stacked. Yeah, Bumstead. That's a big thing. That dude's a year younger than me. Looks like a 30-year-old fucking man. Like, he's dude's a stud. But let's start off with, how about we just do our top? Let's start off with our top. No, I can't even do top 5. Fuck. Let's start with like top 6.
Top 6?
Okay, you go first.
Alright, number 1, Chris Bumstead.
Yes, sir.
The dude has a sick fucking physique, from the legs to the lats to the sick ass vacuums. I haven't seen any. I haven't seen any.
He can pose pretty good.
Yeah,
he's pretty good. He's not amazing. He's not excellent, but he's pretty damn good.
Yeah, shouts out to the Canadians. His mom and dad, they produce some really fucking good athletes because his sister's competing in Olympia too.
We're about to go to Olympia, eh?
Yeah. I think Sadiq's gonna be there. Yeah. Sadiq, he looks good. His arms are a little soft and his arms are a little small, but his legs look good. His lats are fucking ridiculous right now. Like,
shit, yeah.
He had off season of just lat training. He looks good though. Terrence Ruffin.
Yes. Ruff Diesel.
I
love Ruffin. He's a
guy
stud.
can pose his ass off.
He's like 5'6", really, but he's a stud. I can step on him. But
after Ruffin, Arash.
The
guy looks sick. He's super thick, super big right now.
I'm gonna do that too.
Yeah, he looks really big right now. He looks like he can compete in 212. He looks really good.
Yeah.
I was at 5. Yeah, 4 or 5.
You said
Arash,
Bumstead, Sadiq, Ruffin, Arash. You've only done 4.
Gotta give it to old Danny Hester. What's going on, Danny? Yeah, Danny Hester, man.
You're leaving out someone very important. I thought you would have said the guy who won the New York Pro.
Who?
Breon?
Breon. Oh, yeah, I did leave out Breon. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Breon. I don't think he will win, but I do think he will place decent.
Yeah.
He's just, he looks good, poses good, but Chris Bumstead just, he's kind of the go-to guy right now for number 1 for me. That's what, 5, 6,
so,
6.
yeah, that's 6. My top 6, almost going to be exactly the same. I think Bumstead, I'm not doing in no particular order. Bumstead for sure. I mean, the dude went on a tear. He won the fucking Toronto Pro. He won...
He's a bodybuilder.
Fuck, did he win Chicago Pro or did he win Pittsburgh? Pittsburgh. He won Pittsburgh, I think. Look that up for me. But he won another show like that too. Just stacked fucking shows too. Stacked. I think it's to be him. Honestly, well, I'll talk about that at the end. So I think it's for sure gonna be Bumstead. For sure, Terrence Ruffin. Like, I'm sorry, I don't know if you don't know who Terrence Ruffin is, you need to go look at him. Not only does he have a beautiful physique, he's probably, I would probably say, one of the best people in the world at posing currently. He is absolutely phenomenal. Go on his Instagram, it's Rough Diesel. He like his posing videos are so fucking insane. Like he's so goddamn talented. He knows what angles work best for his body, and he knows how to pose like a fucking champ. And I don't think anybody else in the division right now could outpose him. Cause like Physique's posing last year was good, but it seems so scripted. Like it seems so like stiff, and he was just hitting like. He wasn't really hitting any crazy unique poses. He was hitting poses that he was like trying to be Frank Zane, and that's the thing. That's the issue. Is like Terrence. Terrence is just trying to be Terrence. Terrence is fucking poses his ass off. So I think it's gonna be Chris Bumstead, Terrence Ruffin, Breon for sure. I mean, he coming off the win at the New York Pro. He's got a very good physique. I think his waist is super blocky. If you put him next to Terrence, I think that's a rough look, because Terrence is really short though is the issue, so he comes off looking a little bit smaller next to some of these guys. But his V-taper, everything is so fucking good. His lines are so crisp. His aesthetics are absolutely insane. Like he was the guy, I don't know if any of you guys saw on Instagram, he was the guy last year that everybody kept posting pictures of Sadiq's like back shot next to his, and they're talking about literally saying like, how the fuck did Sadiq get third and this other guy get eighth? When you can see how striated his hamstrings are, and then Sadiq's just looked like big, and like that was it. There was no aesthetic detail to it, and people were pretty pissed that Ruffin placed as low as he did last year, because he didn't deserve it. He deserved to be placed higher. I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna say probably Robert Timms is gonna be in the top 6 this year. I think they want a taller guy in there just so they can show that they're like trying to say, oh, we actually like that look, when really they don't.
Yeah.
All those judges were judges who were competing or just started watching in the 90s. So that's, to them, that's the classic look. So that's why I say it's 90s bodybuilding, because that was their idea of classic. So yeah, Bumstead, Ruffin, Breon, Robert Timms, and then I'm gonna go ahead and say, here's the problem. I want to say Arash. I don't know if Arash is gonna make weight. Because you look at those photos with him, he looks like he packed on 20 fucking pounds of muscle. Yeah. And that's an issue, because there's a weight limit and they only upped it by 5 pounds. So unless they just completely dry his ass out, which is going to make him look really depleted, I don't know if he'll make weight, in which he would have to hop into 212 if they would let him. But let's say he makes weight. I'm going to throw him in the top 5. He's got a very symmetrical physique. I don't think he would place in the top 2 or 3 this year, because there's too many guys that the way his ribs are set up are kind of like the way mine are. They're very like wide set, so like his lats aren't big enough that it creates a very good V-taper. He's perfectly symmetrical. I doubt you can find, like, he's one of the few guys I've ever seen bodybuilding that you draw a line from his forehead all the way down and it lines up perfectly. So that's his biggest thing, is his symmetry. He's got great size. He comes in aesthetic and dry as fuck. He looks great. But we gotta see if he makes weight. And then last but not least, I'm gonna go ahead and say Danny Hester. I don't think he's even gonna make top 3. I think he's gonna get like 5th or 6th.
Oh, damn.
I think last year they didn't really know what they were doing. A lot of people were pissed and are very surprised that he beat Arash. A lot of people had Danny in like 4th place, is what they thought was gonna happen. I remember Big Dennis James was commentating on it, and he was like, really? He was very, very surprised. He thought it was gonna be Arash, Breon, Danny. And it wound up Danny winning. Some dark horses. Jamie Leroyce. He looks really good. The only problem is he looks pretty soft right now. We'll see what happens. Like he's very big. He's got so much potential to be awesome. Like he's got a good vacuum. His posing is decent. He thinks he's a lot better than he actually is. Like you put him next to Terrence, and Terrence would smoke him in posing. He's good. He's good. I'm not saying he's bad. He's good. He's just not as good as Terrence. But he talks like he has the best posing in the IFBB. When I'm going to go ahead and say Terrence Ruffin, Kelly Burke, and Sadiq would all give him a run for his money. That's one of the dark horses. You don't know where he's going to place. I think he'll place in top 10. And someone we haven't talked about yet, Flex Wheeler.
Hey, Flex.
Flex had one of my, I thought he was one of the best physiques that's ever come out of bodybuilding. That boy's not going to place in the top 10. I don't know if y'all seen that. He's kept it very quiet. He's just worn like sleeveless shirts with those syntholed up arms. But he's just been wearing sleeveless shirts all the time in their videos, but photos and videos and stuff. And they just posted a video of him training. Man, Flex went from having one of the smallest waists in the IFBBs to probably his waist is ridiculously thick right now. I mean, it's gonna be curious to see what he actually looks like when he steps on stage. His legs look a lot smaller. His lats look a lot smaller. His waist looks a lot thicker. People think he's going to come back and looking exactly like the way he did, just like people thought Lavrone was going to come back looking exactly like he did against Ronnie. No. It's like, y'all gotta understand, Flex is like 50 or something. Like, he's not going to come back looking like Flex Wheeler. Like, y'all need to settle down. He's not going to make top 10. He's definitely not going to win, and he's not going to make top 10. Like, with all due respect to the dude, absolutely loved his physique back in the day. He's great at posing. He's a very smart man. He has done amazing things for the bodybuilding community. He won't make top 10. No. That's just, I'm sorry. I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to bash him. I'm just being realistic and looking from an actual judging standpoint. I mean, who knows? I may be wrong. He gets up there and he pulls together peak week and comes in and just kills it, makes like top 8, top 6 or something like that, but I don't think he would even touch top 5, let alone top 10.
Not looking at these, bro.
Yeah, we're looking at the video right now. He's just, I mean, maybe if he just like shot 3 gallons of synthol into his body today, he might be good. But I mean, he's just, he looks great. He looks aesthetic and everything like that. But there's too many of these new cats that they look insane. Like Ruffin would smoke him, Breon would smoke him,
Bumstead
would smoke him. Here's the thing with Bumstead, and this is the only dark horse I've seen, is he has the perfect mix to me of a 70s and 90s look. And I absolutely love his look he has when he's on stage. The problem is, this is just an opinion, this doesn't even have to do with competition. If you look at how he looks off stage, in off season, I would never want to be that big. But I mean, he looks crazy. Like, he's got striated glutes, his legs are crazy. Like, if you've seen him literally say he doesn't train, he stopped doing squats and stuff like that, training his quads because they overdevelop. So he spent like this entire year just training his fucking hamstrings. He hasn't even done quad work, and his legs look fucking ridiculous. Basically, what I think is going to happen is I think he's going to come out of nowhere, and he's going to be one of the youngest guys. He's going to win Classic. I think that's who's going to win Classic this year. With politics and everything like that, he's going to win Classic. So I gave y'all who I thought my top 5 would be. Realistically, politically, top 5 will probably be Chris Bumstead, Arash Labar, Sadiq Hadzovic coming in 3rd again, Danny Hester, and then either Breon or Ruffin. Either one of those can be interchangeable with 5 and 6. Politically, that's what I think is probably going to happen. What I think should happen is it should be Bumstead, Ruffin, Breon, Arash, and then Danny. That's who I think top 5 should be.
Kick Sadiq out.
Let's be realistic. Like, that's the thing with Sadiq, and I'll bring it up real quick, is like he's added a ton of size to his lats.
Yeah.
But that's it. His inner back doesn't look that good. His arms and chest don't look good. Like, they really don't look like they've changed from his men's physique days. His lats look gigantic. He worked a lot his first year on just his legs. Like, he still had his men's physique upper body, and he looked like he'd just trained legs that year. And this year it looks like he's just trained lats. So I think at the end of the day, he's got a lot of political pull because he's one of the IFBB Golden Boys, but I don't think he would make top 5 this year. Well, but once again, this is all speculative. We're just breaking these down. We'll see what happens. So that is our Classic Physique Roundup. If you like this video, go ahead and like it. If you have any opinion on who you think the top 5 should be, or if you disagree with me, or if you agree with me, go ahead and comment down below. And if you like more shit like this, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. We'll give you more of this happening all the time. So we will see you guys next time.